Hey, good morning, my friends. We made it to Friday. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. If you could, hit share now. We're going to talk, we're going to keep it pretty simple today in weather as we have a fairly nice and fairly quiet weather pattern for November kicking into the area. And we're going to start to look toward Thanksgiving, as in what the general pattern looks like. I can't say exactly yet what Thanksgiving Day will have, whether it be sunny, wet, whatnot, but let's look toward the general terms. And someone points out here that Thanksgiving is 13 days away, and yeah, that should kind of show you the very edge of the ability of meteorology to guesstimate what will be that far into the future. So here we go. What's going to be a nice feature that we're going to see here off and on over the next week is sunshine. And I have a post up now on MLive, if you could read that, about the amount of sun that is coming versus what we normally have. But here's the satellite picture now, and it shows you why November skies can be so fickle during any given day. You can start with sunshine, what a beautiful day, and then you can get a bank of clouds to move in, and all of a sudden it turns gray looking, and a few hours later you could go back to some sunshine. So you see that with the patches of clear and the patches of clouds around the state at the moment. Well, all right, the hard part first, if you will, the guts of meteorology, the upper airflow, and the forecast over the next 10 days, which allows us to start to talk about Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving weather pattern. Hey, Margaret Parker from Lapeer, great little Michigan city. And Russ and Wendy Judd Denice, thanks for watching. Chris Blankenship, if you could hit the share button, I'd appreciate it a lot. So this is the upper airflow in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. And I'll just walk you through it. This is today, Friday. This is Saturday. Note that an upper level ridge is trying to build. This is Sunday. And then boom, the ridge starts to build, meaning the atmosphere is warming and expanding. You don't get colder than normal at the ground when the rest of the atmosphere aloft is expanding. In fact, you get warmer than normal at the ground, and that's what we will have here coming up. Warmer than normal, as in temperatures in the 50s, maybe a day or two, a spot or two touches 60 degrees or low 60s next week. This is Tuesday of next week, and that's brings us some sunshine. Now we see the bend in the jet stream forming, and that is our next cold front. That's Thursday into Friday morning. But look how quickly it retreats back to Canada. Now we're at Saturday, November 18th, and we're 10 days out, Sunday, November 19th. The ridge comes back, the warmer than normal air comes back, and then you say, okay, what is out to the west that gets to us for Thanksgiving? It looks like, there are storm systems, so I'm saying we could have wet weather. It's tough to tell exactly when a storm system would be, would be in our area. But the one thing we could say is that there is no cold air in sight on November 19th, so it would have to change a lot toward Thanksgiving to go to a wintry pattern. It can do that, but the guess now is that it will not. It'll stay kind of on the mild side. Usually we see a big change as we head into Thanksgiving and right after. A little closer of a look. Today should be a dry day, except in far northern lower Michigan you might have a stray shower or a snowflake too. Tomorrow a dry day. Sunday, snow moves up into the UP, moving northward on the warm front. So notice that movement of precipitation. It's from southwest to northeast in the UP. That means southern lower, or all of lower Michigan, gets into kind of the warmer sector. And it can take a couple of days for us to fully get into the warmer sectors. So this is Monday. Monday looks like a pretty good day. Tuesday looks like the warmer air starts to move in. Wednesday, if I got a pick day of next week right now, it would be Wednesday. If we got a day that I think, could hit 60, it would be Wednesday. That's a southwesterly wind. That's sunshine. That's warm temperatures. And Thursday's warm too, ahead of a cold front. We often can clear and have our warmest day. So this is Thursday afternoon. So Wednesday and Thursday look quite nice. That is, if you want warmer than normal temperatures and some sunshine. Here's the cold front. Thursday night, Friday morning comes through. Little shot of colder air, but doesn't last long. This is already by Saturday, and it's kind of eroding some. And then again, 10 days out and into Sunday, and you see the warmth starting to rebuild. So, hey, Felicia Riziola, good morning. I just like to try some tough names once in a while. Sandy Bogard, good morning. Tabitha Baker, thanks for watching. So today, let's call it near 50 from Grand Rapids to Saginaw southward, and in the low 40s in the north Traverse City area. Tomorrow is chilly, mid 40s for afternoon highs, and upper 30s in the north. Sunday, back to 50 in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo and Mount Pleasant and Alma. Other spots near 50. Monday, in the low to mid 50s, southern half of the state. Tuesday, low to mid 50s. Wednesday, 55 to 60, I would call it. Thursday, 55 to 60, and probably some low 60s in there. Next Friday, in the upper 40s. Next Saturday, upper 40s to low 50s. Next Sunday, mid 40s. So again, nothing that's extremely cold in this forecast. Let's look at the extended. I'll try to get both panels in here for you so you can see. And this is another way we can start to look toward the Thanksgiving holiday, just the beginnings of it at least. So 6 to 10 day forecast next week, obviously much warmer than normal, drier than normal conditions. 8 to 14 day forecast, which takes us to Thanksgiving Day, November 17th to 23rd. Warmer than normal by a large margin or good chance of it, and maybe starting to lean back toward storm systems. Hence my idea that somewhere around the Thanksgiving holiday we'll have a storm system, but if we stay warmer than normal, obviously it won't be a wintertime situation. Right now it would be more of a fall, like rainfall. I will agree that a lot can change in the last week of November. It's just when we look at the ridge blowing back up late next week, you'd have to envision a cold blast coming through a couple of days later, and then a storm coming behind that for us to have something that would be dangerous travel. Certainly possible, but not evident just yet. We'll see how it plays out over the next couple of days. There, how about that? That's the MLive Morning Weather Update. So what we're talking about today is we're talking about November sunshine coming next week, occasional. It's very rough to have 2 or 3 days of entirely sunny days in November, but we will get to appreciate some off and on to mostly sunny skies as we get into next week. Mild temperatures in the 50s, when at this time of the year we should have highs in the low to mid 40s. So we're going to be some 10 to 15 degrees warmer than normal. That's not record, but it's comfortable if you have to get something done outside. And has Mariah Carey said it's okay to go headlong into Christmas stuff now? I think probably next week might be a good time for you to start to decorate the house outside, because if you wait like I typically do till after Thanksgiving, that's when the cold front comes through, and that's when you're up there in the wind and cold and your fingers are getting stiff and all that stuff. So take care. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll see you back here Monday. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.